What's up, guys? So, do a little unboxing. I've always wanted one of these since I seen Horsepower Factory on YouTube do their test back to back with the high ram, and it's the knockoff Holley high ram. People call it the Chai ram, the Chinese China ram, whatever. But they were out of stock for a good minute. But I finally found one that was in stock. Bought it. I think it was like $468 plus shipping. Which is a fraction of the price of a Holley high ram. And this one comes with fuel rails, all the plugs supposedly, and a crossover line. And the Holley does not come on with a crossover line. I bought a Holley high ram a few years ago for my Corvette, the C6 car I had on the channel. If you ain't seen it, go back through my videos. I got some walkarounds of it. But I had a Holley high ram on it. It performed really, really good. The only downside to these is they only come in rectangle port. They don't come in cathedral port as of right now. They may make them, they may not, and the lid doesn't split from the lower, so it's just straight intake. If you wanted to run a spacer or a nitrous plate or intercooler like that, probably not the intake for you. But if you do want one just for NA, or like I'm going to do, I'm going to put my 4-bolt nitrous plate, my throttle body nitrous plate on the snout, and I'm going to run nitrous through like that. We're going to put it on the Mustang. So it finally showed up today. I just got home from work, so we're going to go in here in the kitchen and unbox this thing. Alright, here we go. This the box came in. Got a little dent right here, as always. Let's grab a knife. We'll open this guy up. Alright, this is not the best packaging by any means. We've got 4 little sheets of not expecting the best packaging. Just hope it's not broken, because it did get dropped pretty hard here. This box looks pretty chewed up as well. We'll open that in a second. Let's just make sure this intake's not broken anywhere. Oh, I'm about to break something over here. We're not broken anywhere. It's got some funny looking ribs on it. I honestly think I'm probably gonna shave those down. Oh no, you can't shave them down because it's ribbed inside too. That's kind of bunk. Oh, let me get my light so y'all can see that. Yeah, as you can see in there, it's ribbed in there too. My plan was to get rid of them ribs, but be okay. We're gonna leave it ribbed in. But yeah, got it all looks pretty decent. It's got the hole in the back for the map sensor and your vacuum booster. People were complaining about casting flash, stuff like that, casting marks in it. I really don't feel a lot in there. It's got some weird ribs inside here that I can feel, but other than that, looks pretty decent. Similar weight to what my high ram was. My high ram wasn't very light at all either. This lid actually feels thinner. The high ram lid did feel a bit thicker than this does, but all in all, for literally half the price of a high ram, if you're not planning on wanting to remove the lid from the base, definitely a good deal. Like I said, Horsepower Factory did a back-to-back test with the high ram, and this thing held its own against it. I think it was 7 horsepower difference, which that's not a lot, especially for the savings you get. So here's another box that came with it. Got quite a few dents. Let's pop this guy open, see what's in here. This should be the rails, the O-rings for the ports, because let me flip this thing over. It does have the indentions for the O-rings for the ports to seal it so you don't have to use a gasket. So here's the crossover line. The actual high ram does not come with this crossover line. You have to build that yourself. Here's some random AN fittings. These probably screw in the rails, and there's a block off one. Yeah, those go in the rails to feed and return. If you got a return style, you can do it either way. You can just, if you don't have a return style, you cap one of these off, and that's. Those fittings are for each end of the rail. The rail looks pretty good. These are really similar to my Holley rails. It just don't say Holley on there. Pretty badass. And then we got all the bolts and O-rings. Pretty sick. That's, it got, it looks like yeah, got all the intake O-rings. It's got studs just like my high ram had. The high ram came with these same studs and nuts. That way you can just thread those studs into your head, and it's easy putting it on and off. So pretty sick. Here's the other fuel rail right here. It looks pretty good too. Yeah, the fuel rails look great. So yeah, you can run this return or non-return, whichever one you want. They send a cap just in case you need to run it non-return. I probably have to get one more fitting, I think, to run return, but that's all good. I've got them out in the garage. But yeah, that's it. So pretty happy with it. I'm probably going to sand this down a little bit and paint it. The finish on this, but I mean, for what it's, you can see where they've sanded it down some. The cast marks, it was casted right there. You can see the line. Yeah, not bad. And I think this is a 92 or 93 millimeter opening, but it's identical to my high ram. Even the snout, where this little curve right here is up under here, that is identical to the high ram. Insane. But you got two holes in the rail, and those line up with these right here. You got one below, one low, one high. I'd say that's for different height injectors. So any GM injector should fit in there. Like I said, it's only rectangle port. They don't make these yet with the cathedral port. They may or they may not. I'm not sure. I'm gonna clean these intake runners up some with a Dremel. You don't have to. I'm just going to just because it makes me feel better. But yeah, there it is. The China Ram, Chi Ram, whatever y'all want to call it. Highly recommend one of these. I know Ace's fuel injection selling these for like 800 bucks. So if you've seen those, you can get them cheaper. I've seen these on Alibaba. They're on Amazon and they're on eBay. Like I said, I got this one for $468, $469, somewhere in there, which is literally half the price of a high ram. Like I said, if you're not worried about it splitting down here, then by all means get it. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna run a nitrous throttle body plate here, and it's gonna go on the Mustang. So thanks for watching my unboxing. Just another piece of the puzzle, and if you're looking at one of these, go ahead and get it. They're pretty solid units, and they stack up well with the high ram as far as NA power. I'd say on a boosted setup, if you're running front mount intercooler, it'd be great for that. Yeah, so appreciate you for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Going in and out recessions the same way that I be going in and out of Texas.